Hey everybody, welcome back to more Mega Man 3. In the last episode, we beat all 8 Robot Masters, and in this episode, we're going to actually go on to these 4 strange enemy placements over these 4 Robot Masters. Let's see what they're all about. Mystery. Now, this is where a lot of people say that the game goes really downhill. These are the Doc Robot stages. Basically, harder versions of Needle Man, Shadow Man, Gemini Man, and Spark Man. And I disagree. I like these stages. Yeah, I know. Shocker. These stages are different. They're kind of similar level designs, but they're different enough, and they're substantially harder than the normal versions, which I find a welcome increase in difficulty. I like these stages. I don't find them cumbersome at all. What I do find cumbersome is coming up later, though, so don't worry. I do have my negatives with these stages, but as far as the stages themselves, yeah, it's a poor way of extending game time. It's not. It does feel like padding, all that, but honestly, I don't mind it. It's just basically more of Mega Man 3 for me to play, and I'm okay with that. I like that a lot. These stages do have their fair share of E-Tanks and lives, like all stages. Now, here comes my complaints with these stages, is right here. So we see this new robot. His name is Doc Robot, and we see him getting Airman, and we are now fighting Airman. Yeah, Airman from Mega Man 2 in Mega Man 3. He's going to be weak to the Spark Shot. Now, the reason I don't like these, I don't like the Doc Robots, because not only is it just retreading on grounds from the previous game, which was released at this point only the previous year. You also have to learn in a completely new weakness chain, and a lot of those options don't really make the most sense. I mean, like, what will lead you to believe that Sparkman will be strong against Airman, and so on and so forth? There's a lot of these combinations. You already have to memorize the 8 combinations with the Robot Masters, which, I mean, I don't mind. I mean, that comes with the territory of a Mega Man game. But you also have to memorize the whole weakness chain with 8 new Robot Masters, because you have to refight all 8 of them. Oh, shoot. Oh, crap. I just realized I made a mistake doing that because... Dang it! I was going to use up an E-Tank because I was about to die, but I forgot. If you press start while on rush, he disappears after you come out, so... Yeah, not the best move. Dang it. Alright, whatever. Anyways, the second half of this stage is a lot different from the base Needle Man stage. You're going to have to be flying through Rush Jet. Here, there's going to be a bunch of these Dragonfly enemies and those Parachute enemies. Unfortunately, you can't really do anything about them because you can't use Gemini Man's laser while you're on Rush. And you have to avoid getting hit, not only because of your health, obviously, but also... Rush Jet is going to be running out of energy really easily, and I'm actually getting kind of low, which is getting me worried, but I should be able to make it. Keyword should. Okay. Alright, and there's more big energy here. But yeah, I don't like the fact that you have to memorize, that you're going to have to fight all 8 of the Robot Masters from Mega Man 2 and memorize completely new weakness chains because you do not have any of the weapons used in Mega Man 2. You're only working with your Mega Man 3 weapons, which, I mean, it's kind of cool if we were to fight like maybe 2, 3 Robot Masters, but we have to fight all 8 of them because there's now 2 per stage. And another thing with these Doc Robot stages is that there's only one checkpoint. Right after you beat the first Robot Master, and that's it. If you die at the second Robot Master at the end of the stage, you go back to the area right after the first Robot Master. And if you die before the first Robot Master, or at the first Robot Master, unlike any other time in the game, you don't respawn in the room right before it. You actually just go back to the beginning of the stage, which is, again, one of my bigger gripes with these Doc Robot stages. The stages themselves are not the problem, in my opinion. I like these stages. I like that you retread the same grounds with harder difficulty, and new level designs, and new enemies. Those are all fine to me. It's just the fact that you have to refight the stages, or refight the Robot Masters from Mega Man 2, with new weakness chains. Bleh, I can't speak today. And very scarce checkpoints. I am not a big fan of that, and I can definitely see why people don't like this. But apart from those negatives, I don't have that much. I don't have that many problems with Doc Robot stages. They're a nice addition. Would I rather the game not have them than have them? Sure. But in a perfect world, I mean, I guess that version of Mega Man 3 exists, but not in the real world. Alright, anyways, this thing I think is called the Big Daddy. No, I'm not joking. That is really its name. You just want to shoot the cross on its helmet. Contrary to what fighting any other Met Tool has told us, you actually want to shoot at the helmet, not the creature. He's going to be spawning these little Met Tools. Don't worry, they don't actually hide in the ground, so it's not like they'll guard your attacks or anything. If anything, this is a really good enemy because this is a really good place to grind all either weapon or life energy, whatever you need. And I got an extra life, as you saw there. So, yeah. As long as you shoot the little Met Tools, though, so you don't have to avoid them. There we go, finally. Yeah, he's going to be shooting those balls, too. His attacks are really easy to dodge. Honestly, they're really just there to refill your energy and nothing else, which I appreciate because I think this is the only Doc Robot stage to do that. All the other ones, if you get hurt, then you better hope you're lucky and another enemy drops a life energy because you're not going to be getting them from these enemies. Now, I grinded out life energy from that previous Met Tool, but you don't really have to do it with this one because there's a life energy right after this guy, guarded by another one of those hedgehog enemies. So you can safely kill this one, even if you're low on health. Oh, shoot. That doesn't mean get hurt over and over again, game. Don't read into the lines there. Yeah, so you want to just either kill him fast enough or have him just roll towards you. And now we're going to be fighting Crash Man, which he was really easy in Mega Man 2 because the air shooter went upwards, but in this game, he's weak to the hard knuckle. So yeah, you can imagine a lot harder to actually get a hit in. You have to either predict whether he's going to jump into it or whether he's going to land on the ground in order to for you to just shoot it at ground level. The thing is, you can angle the Iron Knuckle. I haven't done it with any fights because we haven't had to fight anything up to this point with the hard knuckle, but you can angle it up or down. But Crash Doc Robot's movements are too fast and erratic, so it's not really all that great, but he's easy enough. And we're going on with Shadow Man, which in my opinion is probably the hardest one. Now, it starts off the exact same way except there's spikes in the wall, so yeah, great. You want to be careful here because the angle you jump towards that wall... Oh, wow, I forgot that there are spikes there. I was explaining to be careful with the spikes on the previous screen that I did not pay attention to the spikes on that screen. Okay, whatever. Jump late on that one because if you jump too early, you'll actually hit the spikes with your head and die, so you want to be careful. Now, this section is not too bad. There's another one of these big enemies, but you can pass under them really easily. There's a lot of these eyeball enemies, which are not too bad. But coming up is going to be another blackout section like in the original, but it's going to be a lot harder, so there's that. You want to jump as soon as you touch those platforms, otherwise they're going to let you fall. And even though you're in a blackout, you can't see, but there are going to be bottomless pits everywhere here. So, yeah, those are definitely not going to be too much fun. Gotta focus. Oh, shoot! Dang it! And like I said, these stages don't have checkpoints. So, well, they do, but they're really scarce. I would use Rush Jet in that section, but I'm kind of saving him for another section coming up, so that's why I want to do that platforming area. There we go. I actually dodged him this time. There we go. And again with these platforms over the blackout pits. It's kind of hard because you really want to finesse it. You don't want to jump too early or too late, because if you jump too early, you won't make it to the next one. But if you jump too late, then you're going to fall on the platform you're already on. You want to let that one drop you and then jump there. Not too bad. And then coming up, it's going to be Woodman, which I believe he's weak to Spark Shot. No. He's weak to Needleman. He's weak to Needle Cannon. Okay, he's weak to Needle Cannon. Needle Cannon, like I said, it's basically just your primary shot, but with needles. It's not really too interesting. Now, Woodman is a lot harder to dodge because it feels like his shield got an increase in size, and that makes it so much harder to dodge. Plus, he gives you like no space to jump into. Oh, shoot! Crap. I should have used an E-Tank there, but yeah, I'm down to 2 lives. I might as well use one next time I get there. But yeah, he's a lot more difficult. I don't think you guys want to see me tread through this, so I'm just going to cut ahead until I make it to Woodman. Alright, I got here and with full health. Let's take him on. Hopefully I won't have to use E-Tank, but if I have to, then I'll go ahead and use it. One tip, which I know I haven't been practicing, you know what they say, practice what you preach, but I promise you, do not be stingy with your E-Tanks. If you need to use them, just use them, because I'm telling you right now, they are not going to be scarce. They are not going to be scarce at all coming up. So if you need to use an E-Tank, just use it. And I should tell that to I'm telling that to myself more than anything, because I've been really stingy with the... Oh, wow, I ducked in the wrong direction. Okay. Oh, shoot. Almost got hit there. Alright. Oh, now this section. This section is what I was saving Rush Jet for. This section sucks. I do not like this. It's the same thing, the same idea with those parachute enemies, but now, not only are there parachute enemies, but there's those jumpy enemies that only get hurt in the air, and they knock you back really easily. They are just not fun to deal with, so just use Rush Jet. I have no shame. There's another one of these enemies. I wish I didn't have to do that, but okay. Yeah, I'm gonna practice what I preach and just use a E-Tank. And I believe it's gonna be Heatman Doc Robot, and he's gonna be weak to Shadow Blade. And now, unlike in Mega Man 2, his first attack where he shoots 3 fire sparks at you is actually a lot easier to dodge in this version, because you can actually just slide and jump. I didn't do it right, but yeah, it's going to be the same pattern, except he doesn't go all the way where you're standing in this version. He kind of like fakes you out. So it's a little bit harder than base Heatman from Mega Man 2. Not too terrible, though. Again, it's a lot easier with the slide, so he's done with. And that's going to be it for this episode. Next time, we're going to go with Sparkman and Gemini Man Doc Robot stages. See you guys next time.